Stop what you're doing and listen to this. This is one of the most terrifying things I have ever heard. And we have heard some messed up things over the past 2 weeks, but this one probably wins. The president of El Salvador has made an agreement to take deported immigrants from the US and put them in prison there, regardless of what country they're from. If you don't think that's bad enough, here's the next step. They are also going to take American citizens. Let me repeat that. They are going to take American citizens into the worst prison system on the entire planet. Take some guesses about who they could be targeting. If you don't think this is serious, you have a problem. The stuff that is going on in this country is so incredibly messed up. And this is one more horrifying thing, and I don't know how much worse it can get.
This is El Salvador's infamous mega prison, a maximum security jail where inmates are locked in cells 24/7 with only 30 minutes of exercise in a windowless corridor. Human rights groups have called it a concrete and steel pit. Now El Salvador's president has offered to take in criminals deported from the US, including American citizens, and house them here for a fee. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio called the deal unprecedented, saying, "We can send them and he will put them in his jails." El Salvador is also offering to imprison deported gang members from groups notorious for their brutal crimes across the Americas. President Nayib Bukele insists it's a win-win for his country. The US gets rid of criminals and El Salvador makes its prison system sustainable with US money. Experts say any attempts to deport US citizens or people lawfully resident in the US to a foreign jail is likely to face legal challenges. This is El Salvador.
This is Revelation, the 2nd chapter and the 10th verse. And fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem YAHAWASHI, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elected. Much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariah coming at you with another lesson. And there you have it, man. Now, because there's been talks about this, first with the immigrants being shipped over to El Salvador, but now they're speaking of shipping American citizens over to El Salvador as well. All right. And this is nothing more than Revelation 12 and 12 all day. The devil coming down is right here. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this is a part of that great wrath, man. Okay, you seen what's going on out here with ICE. You know, now this, I mean, shit, what's next? A lot more things are going to happen, you know, showing you that the so-called white man is the Edomite and the devil that the Bible speaks of, okay? So the devil that's spoken of in Revelation 12 is Esau, Edom. The devil that is spoken of in Revelation, the 2nd chapter and the 10th verse that I just read, it's so-called white man Esau, Edom. All right? They're going to be more unrighteous decrees because, shit, America thrives off of penitentiaries, if you will. Right? There's so many out here. It's big business to lock people up and make money off of it. Okay? And I mean, shit, from, I would say 1990 to 2005, they were building a new prison like every 10 days. Okay, that's well documented. Every 10 days, man. All right, between that span of 1990 to 2005, they were building a jail every 10 days here in Babylon the Great, man. All right. So you can imagine how many penitentiaries and prisons there are across America. So why is it now that they want to ship them over to El Salvador, which is considered the worst prison system in the world, man. You know, and I showed you that second video just to show you, you know, how those prisons look and how the prisoners are stored, if you will, or how they live. And they all bunched up in one cell together. That shit is crazy, you know? And who is he going to come after? He's going to come after the Israelites to send them over there. And some of us may be caught up in that mess and be sent over to El Salvadorian prisons as well. It could definitely happen, okay? But he's not going to go after so-called, you know, these Edomite extremists or these pedophilia, you know, these pedophilia driven dudes out here chasing after, you know, little children, man. Because he's a pedophile himself, talking of Donald Trump. Okay, so he's not gonna be going after them. He's coming after the Israelites, man. So that devil is definitely coming down, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Well, let's just say we do find ourselves in that situation. You know, the Lord is going to do some miraculous things. We're going to go to Acts, the 12th chapter, and start at the 5th verse. All right, and I'm going to read to about the 11th verse. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to read to like the 11th verse. Okay, it says, Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto the Heavenly Father for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he saith unto him, Cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. Okay, he thought he was bugging out. He couldn't believe what was happening. Okay, and it says, when they were past the first and the second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, Now I know of a surety that the Lord hath sent his angel, and hath delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews. Right? So this is, you know, one account in the Bible where the Lord did something miraculous. You know, he saved Peter, you know, from out of prison. All right. And the Lord is going to be doing these things for his men. And in times of trouble, when they find themselves in similar, you know, similar, damn, the word is escaping me. That's great. Scenarios. I'll just use that word. Okay. Well, the Lord, you know, finds us in similar scenarios as this. The Lord is going to do something miraculous like this. So let's just say, you know, one of us, or, you know, some of us were sent over there to El Salvadorian prisons. You know, don't forget the first part. Okay. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto the Heavenly Father for him. This is why it's important for us to pray for each other and not only for ourselves. Okay. Make prayers for the brothers and the elders, the apostles, okay, the sisters, everyone, okay, because we all going to need it, especially in these times that we're coming in, because Trump is like a madman right now, man. He's drunk with power, all right, and these are unrighteous decrees, man. What's that? That's definitely in the Old Testament. That's at Isaiah 10. Yeah, it says, Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, and that's definitely an unrighteous decree right there, to send an American, a so-called American citizen, and ship them out of the country into another country, into another prison system, man. Okay? This shows that he wants Israelites to suffer. Now, he said that he would send people that, down in like the train stations down in, New York or whatever, the subway, people that push other people, onto the tracks and, do crazy shit on subways and things of that nature. I remember that's what he was mentioning when he was talking to a reporter or something like that. And he's saying those are the type of people that he wants to send, out of America into El Salvadorian prisons or whatever. But of course, we know that's going to trickle down to, mistakes being made where other people that haven't done shit is going to be sent over there as well. Ultimately, him coming after the men of the Lord, doing that same thing, sending men of the Lord over there to, various prisons, because there are many horrible prisons. And you go to prison in Mexico. I ain't never been in one, but I've heard stories, man. There's nothing nice about them, And a lot of these prison systems across the world are going to be used by these devils, man, to ship people out, the undesirables, if you will. And don't think for one second that we are desirable when it comes to these devils, because we're not. At the end of the day, we're public enemy number one. Okay? And it may not be known abroad right now, but soon it will be when these devils come down, on us, man, harshly and severely. So I'm going to get a couple more scriptures. I just wanted to, show what this devil is doing. All right? Because a lot of people are not talking about it. I mean, we heard that it could be a possibility back in May, I believe. But it was only for the migrants that are coming over here. Now, it's about American citizens, or so-called American citizens now, man. So this is something that could potentially affect all of us. That's why I'm just doing a quick lesson on it. Let me just get Micah. Let's get the book of Micah. And start at the first. I'll just read 1 and 2. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And who gave them that power? The Heavenly Father. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked." Job 9:24. "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." Right? And this is what they do. Okay, they covet fields, they take them by violence, just like so-called, America. So-called America was taken by violence. Okay, and now they're saying, "Oh, you can't be here no more." They think this is their land for real, man. Okay, but we know ultimately it's going to be destroyed anyway. Let's get Job 20 and 19 too. Right? Pretty much says the same thing. Is it Job 20 and 19? Make sure. Let me see. Right. It says, "Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he builded not." Right. So these devils are so proud. They've raped, robbed, and pillaged. Okay, and taken this land by force, and now they believe it's their land now because they have done so. And now they think they have the power to just deport whoever they want, man. Even people that were born on this soil, they believe that they have they can do whatever the hell they want, man. This is 12 Revelation 12 and 12, hands down, man. Okay, they know they got a short time, so they're going to the extreme and just doing whatever feels right to them, man. And of course, the more wicked it is, the more right it feels to them, man. This is how these devils get down, right? But it's going to affect you jakes, man. You 230, you heathenistic or heathen-minded jakes out here, man. Matter of fact, let me get Zechariah, the first chapter. Let me get Zechariah, the first chapter, and I'll read 4 through 6. right, where it says, let me just start from the second verse. The Lord Yahweh have been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. Right? Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, turn ye now from your evil ways, which is what we're doing now. You know, we doing these lessons, we out on the highways and byways, you know, telling people to turn from their evil ways, man. Why? Because evil days are coming. All right? And it says, and from your evil doings. But they did not hear nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. And your fathers were, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us. Right? So the Lord is really about to come down on you jakes for not listening, for not hearkening unto his word, man. Okay, via his prophets. Right? So whatever happens, happens to you now, man. Right? I mean, we'll be caught up in it too, but not as severely as you jakes that are marked for destruction, if you will, that are marked for misery. This is definitely coming. Let's get Proverbs, of course, the first chapter, and I'll just read 26 through 28. And it says, and this is what the Lord is going to do. I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Okay, so when this trouble is trickling down on you, 2/3 of Israelites out here, but not hearkening to the word and listening to the message, all right, the Lord is definitely going to pour upon you wrath and destruction, distress and anguish, okay, and desolation, as the scriptures say. Calamity, man, okay? Matter of fact, let's look up the word calamity in the etymology. Damage, a state of adversity, a great misfortune or cause of misery. Damage, loss, failure, disaster, misfortune, adversity. Okay? Yeah, this is what 2/3 of our people are going to be faced with very soon, right? And the penalties are going to be very severe, all right? Even to the point where it will cost you your life. The Lord is not playing. The Lord is, having these devils, is rousing these devils up now. A lot of you jakes out here playing games, and this is serious news right here, right? So you that are out there, selling drugs, robbing people, shooting people in the head in broad day, you out there just doing mischief day in and day out. Just know that you are a candidate, to be elected or selected to be put over there in them El Salvadorian prisons, man. And it ain't nothing nice over there, man. I mean, you have some kind of, I don't want to say freedom, I don't want to use that word, but it's the only word that comes to mind right now. You have some kind of freedom in American prisons, but over there, you have none. In American prisons, you don't really have a lot of space to yourself, right? But over there, you have no space for yourself at all. Like, at least in American prison, you could put up a towel or something if you got a roommate and use the bathroom, man. You're not doing that over there in El Salvador. You ain't putting no towels up or nothing, man. Everybody, you in a cell with over 100 people. That's what it looked like to me. In a cell with over 100 people, man. Nah, you're not gonna be able to. You're just gonna be uncomfortable the whole time, right? And you put over there, you can't speak the language. You in their country now, man. They got the advantage over you. All that tough guy shit is over with, cause they all in there together. Them MS-13 gang members and all that over there. Nah, you don't want that. You don't want that, man. You don't. Nobody wants any parts of that. All that tough guy shit out the window. Right? So I'm going to finish it here. 2nd Esdras 8 and 50. Right? Because this is what's coming. You know, for all you proud, all you wicked people, you know, all you devilish thinkers, this is for you. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And there's a lot of people with great pride out here, man. You know, you seen the Jake saying, when ICE come over here to Chicago, they don't know what they dealing with. They ain't, you know, we gonna fight back. And they ain't do shit, man. They ain't do nothing. You know, Jake like to talk, man, but when a greater authority comes along, they bitch up, man. Right? But that's pride talking at the end of the day. And now the Lord is about to come down upon all of you, man, with great wrath, man. You know? Not quoting Revelation 12 and 12, but for real, the Lord is going to come down having great wrath on you wicked ass Israelites, man. Because this is what this bill is passed for, right? It ain't passed for the middle class Edomite families or Edomite men or women or children. It's for you Jakes. You would never see a baby getting taken out of their house zip tied, man. You wouldn't see no Edomite baby being treated like that at all, man. So it ain't never for them, man. It's always for us. Okay, when I don't like to put us in the same category as the 2/3, but in the Edomites' eyes, we all are the same, man. Even though we know there's a great difference between us and them. They don't. They put us all in the same category, you know? So this is why we could potentially be caught up in this mess as well, okay? So I just wanted to put this up real quick, this lesson up, and, you know, of course, sound the alarm that, you know, Trump is going to start deporting Israelites. He says American citizens, but we know who he's coming after, okay? Israelites over there in El Salvadorian prisons and prisons abroad, you know, in the world. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to say shalom to the next one.